And for example, had the Vice President of the United States not done what he had done, and he just said, I'm not certifying anything, you could have gone to the House of Representatives. In the House of Representatives, under the Constitution, each state gets one vote. And their majority Republican delegations are Democratic, so it could have gone another way. It's not a pleasant situation, but anyway, let me just conclude by saying I want to thank everybody for your commitment to the BGA, because all of you and the BGA is trying to make government better. Government has its imperfections, as we all know, and we would like to make it better. And my view is that when you commit to organizations like this and support it, you're doing what I would call a patriotic act. So, giving back to your country is one of the highest callings that you can do. People don't say, I want to die for my neighborhood, I want to die for my school association. But people are prepared to die for their country because the country means so much to people. And we obviously have a lot of people who have died for this country defending our rights. And I think to the extent we're going to survive for generations and have our country still be great, we need to have people committed to giving back to society and calling out the things that are really destroying the democracy. And I think the BGA does that. And I remember from my times in law school that there were many things that the BGA did in that time that got a lot of good attention. I remember the incidents I was probably telling you about before. I'll close on this. When I was a law school student here, one of the big scandals was that it turned out that if you were a taxpayer in the city, in the state, you had to write out your check to the auditor. His name was Paul Powell, I think it was. And if you didn't write out the state of Illinois, you wrote Paul Powell. And it was tempting. And so apparently when he died suddenly, they went through his the apartment in Springfield, and he had a lot of cash.
Shoeboxes.
But the fight was not, at the time, whether it was inappropriate to have the Paul Powell name on it or the shoeboxes. It was who was to get the money, the wife or the mistress. That was the big fight. So anyway, thank you all for coming, and thank you for inviting me.
Thank you, David.